Happy Wednesday, guys! You guys know today is the day that we go virtual window shopping, and if you guys don't know what virtual window shopping is, basically it is like every single other video that's coming out recently. This type of video has been getting so much traction lately. I am pretty sure Samantha March is the one that started this type of video series, but you guys, I've been seeing so many of these different type of will I buy it's, virtual window shopping. Well, nobody calls it virtual window shopping, but I've been seeing like so many of these kinds of like will I buy it's out there. So like a lot of people are doing this series lately. So yeah, you guys probably know what the series is about. Basically, I go over a bunch of different makeup releases. I let you guys know if I'm throwing them in my virtual window shopping cart. So let me know if you guys really love this series and let me know below, because I know a lot of people are starting to do them now. And yeah, it's like I'm seeing them everywhere. So I don't know if you guys are going to get tired of them or if you guys still like them. Let me know below if you guys still love this series. I really enjoy filming this series. It's probably one of my favorite series to film. Love seeing what's new on the market. I just hope you guys are still into this type of stuff. Let me know below. So there is some stuff that we're going to go over, some new makeup releases, some stuff that's happening with a makeup brand that's just came out with a foundation that I heard that there's a lot of like controversy with right now. And by the time this video airs, I hope that all of that is cleared up, but I'm not 100% sure. I always film this a week in advance. Let's go ahead and let's get into all of this makeup, because guys, there is a really lot of stuff to go over. So let's go for it. Yes, I did. Hi guys, so the first thing that I want to tell you guys about is actually, I think this is pretty neat. Like, this is not something good for me, but Nyx Cosmetics is coming out with their CC cream that you guys know. I really like their CC cream, but I really love this one from Nyx Cosmetics. It's their illuminating like CC cream. I really like this a lot. It's like pretty full coverage. Like, you get really good coverage with this, but you also get that luminosity looking feel. My mother also really loves that CC cream because she says it feels really nice on her skin. It doesn't go into her wrinkles, and she thinks that it just like looks very good on her. And I like it too, because I really like that illuminating look. Like, I think I love that youthful, like kind of glowy skin. So that's just something that I'm really into. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that have oily skin, and you really can't go for those illuminating type of foundations when you have oily skin, because then you would look too oily. Like, you already have the natural oils in your body, so you don't want to like have them come out even more. So this is really cool that they're coming out with a matte version of this. So it's going to be the Nyx Cosmetics CC cream, but it's going to be an oil-free matte version. So it's going to have SPF of 40 in it. They're coming out with 12 shades. There's not that many shades, but you know, I guess you just have to look at the shade range and see if there's anything that would match you. I do know that even in the CC illuminating one that I have, I'm kind of like in between two different shades, and I kind of don't have the exactly perfect shade for me. So I wear this one and I have to add a little bit more bronzer to make it look like really good for me. I wish that they would come out with a little bit more shade ranges. It's a very usable foundation. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's like a good foundation. It's really a CC cream. It's not really a foundation, but I call it a foundation just because I really do think that it does really good coverage, and I really feel like 12 shades is not enough. I think with CC creams, they kind of get away with not having that much shade range to it, because a CC cream is kind of different from a foundation. But in this case, because this is such a good coverage, it's almost like it's like kind of like a foundation, but it's not. And I almost feel like this one could be in a bunch of different shade ranges, and I think it would work so much better. But I will tell you that this is a really good product. I really do like it a lot, and like I said before, I am in between two different shades. I still get away with wearing the one that I have, which is color that I wear is light, and honestly I think light medium would also work good for me. It's like light medium's a little bit too dark and light is a little too light. It's like I'm like stuck in the middle. I think with the CC creams, it's more like acceptable that light color can match like a bunch of different shade ranges. But the only problem with this one is that I feel like this one has such good coverage that it's like almost like a foundation. So I wish that they would just come out with more, just because I really think that it would work better for a lot of people. But that being said, I do think it's really cool that they're coming out with a matte version of it. It's going to be $38. If you guys can find a shade in here that kind of works good for you and you guys kind of like it, I will tell you that I do think it's a really good product. I do like it a lot, especially the illuminating one. Don't know how the matte one's going to work. I don't know if it's really going to feel matte. I don't know nothing about the product, but I will tell you the illuminating one does really work well for me, and I really do like it. Interesting. It's going to be available on July 27th, and it's going to be a Sephora exclusive. So guys, I'm definitely going to tell you guys that I'm not going to be picking up this CC cream, only because like I told you guys, I do have the illuminating version, and for me, I don't really like matte CC creams would probably be even worse for me. I really like the illuminating version, so it's just not for me. All right, guys, so I think that a lot of foundations came out this week. So if you guys are like a foundation junkie, I really enjoy foundation. So to me, this is actually kind of cool. But NYX Cosmetics is coming out with 45 shades. So they actually collaborated with Alyssa Ashley on this, and they were able to come out with 45 different shades. And I looking at this shade range, this is a really nice shade range. Like, there really is a lot of colors in here. I can tell that in between the undertones, you're probably going to be able to find a pretty good shade match for you. It's supposed to be a new full coverage matte foundation. That's the only part that kind of throws me for a loop, because I don't really love matte foundations, and if it really is too matte, it doesn't really look good on me. I really don't like to look too matte, but I do think this is a very interesting product. It's going to be available on August 16th on their website. It's also going to be available at Ulta. I think it has a pretty nice shade range for light, medium, deep, and deep dark. I think that there's a pretty good amount of shades in here, and I think that this might be something interesting, especially if you're one of those people that goes to buy a drugstore foundation and you can't find your shade range, because I know that the drugstore is probably one of the hardest places to do that, because sometimes I don't know why drugstore foundations don't come out with a vast amount of shades. This might be the route you would want to take, because I do think that there's a bunch of really good shades in here, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure about this foundation, to be honest, for me, guys, just because it is matte. I'm going to throw it in my virtual window shopping cart because I'm interested in it, because I do love the fact that they came out with so many shades, but I don't know if it would work for me. So guys, this is a collaboration that I think is so good. I don't know why Dose of Colors, every time they do collaborations, their collaborations are like really good. Like, they come out with just pretty products. Like, you know, like when you look at a brand and you're like, damn, that brand comes out with pretty products. Everything about it is pretty. Dose of Colors is that brand for me. Everything to me, when they come out with like collaborations or even their own single products, they just look so pretty. This is a very pretty collaboration. It's from I Love Sarah E, and it's with Dose of Colors, like I said, and it is they're gonna have an eyeshadow palette for $35. Love this eyeshadow palette. It just looks so beautiful. There's something about it I love. Yes, there is a lot of like shimmery, foily type of shades in there. I can see that. There's probably only 2 mattes, but there's just something about the colors that they use that just looks so beautiful to me. It's so dainty and pretty. I don't know, it's just like one of those really pretty eyeshadow palettes. It's gonna be $35. Then they're gonna have 2 highlighters, $28 each. I don't really know about the Dose of Color highlighters. I'm looking at the photo. The photo looks glittery, but I don't really know if they are or not, so I'm not the best person to judge that. And then they're also gonna have 4 matte liquid lipsticks, $18 each, and they're also gonna have 2 glosses for $17 each. I think this collection looks absolutely stunning. It has like this really pretty vibe to it, and I just really enjoy the colors that they picked for this collection. Everything kind of just works so beautifully together. I'm really interested in this. I am definitely throwing this one into my virtual window shopping cart, because there's stuff about this that I just think is so beautiful. So one of our Glamour Ranch family subscribers actually commented on my last virtual window shopping, which was really funny because I was thinking the exact same thing. Yuritsa told me that I had said in my previous virtual window shopping that Natasha Denona was saying that she was going to come out with a new eyeshadow palette, and that I was hoping it was going to be a mini, and it probably could be a mini. And yeah, you're right. It's true. I did say that. And guess what? She is. She's coming out with a mini. I figured that she might do this only because I feel like the minis are such good sellers for brands. Like, if you really think about it, if you're an expensive brand and you come out with a mini, so many people can afford to buy these minis that it's just like it probably was just a brand hit for her. Like, was it the biggest profit maker for her? I don't know. But at the same time, like, it's just you were able to reach such a mass market. I'm sure for her that was just like a standout product, the mini that she came out with before. So it would just make common sense for her to be coming out with more minis, just because if your brand is that expensive, you want to reach a larger population. There's not that many people can go out and buy such an expensive eyeshadow palette like Natasha Denona's. Like, if you really think about it, how many people do you know that are going to go out and buy a really expensive eyeshadow palette? Most people will not. Now, because this is such an inexpensive version of it, even though, you know, it is a mini, it is very small, but you guys know how much the big ones cost, so that's kind of like, oh my god, what a steal. Oh my god, I get Natasha Denona. And you guys, the minis are more than enough eyeshadow. I mean, who really goes through an entire eyeshadow palette? Like, pan sizes of eyeshadows, they just never run out. I have eyeshadow palettes that I've had for years, and I end up having to get rid of them because they probably went bad by now, and I never even hit pan on them. So if you guys really think minis, you're gonna have them for a long time, you're gonna use them up, hopefully you'll hit pan on them, maybe you won't even hit pan on them. So to me, it's just a great deal. And this one is going to be based all around her Lila palette, and you guys know that everything is now purpley tones are coming out. That's why I put on this purple eyeshadow today, just because I was inspired. I see the Norvina palette, I see this one, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like the next thing that I'll talk about also look like it's purpley. So I just think that this is really cool. And you know, it's so funny because like I said, the other mini that I got from Natasha Denona, the Sunset palette version, I didn't think the shimmers in that, the foil shimmers inside of that palette were fantastic. I think that they're good. The only thing is that of course I hold Natasha Denona up to a certain standard, like these better be like phenomenal because your eyeshadow palettes are so expensive, and I didn't feel like in the mini of the Sunset palette version was that phenomenal, like wow, you know, formula. So it's not like it's bad. It's a really good mini. It is a good mini. I'm just saying, like, compared to how much her eyeshadow palettes are worth, you would think that the shimmers, I think the mattes were phenomenal, would be like, wow. You know, and I didn't think they were like, wow. So I'm really interested in this one. I'm definitely going to be picking this up, guys. Because I'm interested in it. First off, it's the Lila palette. I always thought this palette was pretty. It was one of the palettes I was thinking of getting because it was different to me. Some of these colors look really pretty. Like she always says, these colors are not the same colors that are in the palette. So you're not actually getting colors from the palette. She draws inspiration from that palette and then she makes a mini out of it. So she doesn't actually recreate the colors in the minis. These are different colors. She probably does that on purpose so that people who own the Lila palette also want to buy this one to get these extra colors instead of just picking colors from the Lila palette and making it small. You know what I mean? So I really think that this is beautiful. Some of these colors look amazing. There's a really dark purpley blue in there that has like this shimmery foil to it that looks so cool. I'm definitely gonna pick this up, guys. I think that her last one was like $25 or so, so it's probably gonna be the same, $24, $25. I'm definitely gonna pick this up. I think it's cool. Who else is excited? Okay, so this is a new thing. Huda Beauty is apparently gonna be coming out with new lip colors, and they're gonna be demi matte. So this is a new finish of her long-lasting lip creams. So they're demi matte. So I'm assuming that that means that they're not 100% matte. They kind of have like probably like a satiny finish to it. That's what I'm thinking. And I would be very interested in these because I will tell you that her matte minis that I have are phenomenal. If she makes these in a mini version, then for sure I'll buy them. Like I'll buy like one of those sets because I think those sets are so worth it that come with like 4 minis. Oh my gosh, they're so fantastic. The little mini set that I have that has 4 matte nude lipstick, what are they called, liquid lips from her. Oh my god, they're so good. I'm really interested in this, but to be honest, they're $20 each. I'm gonna wait until she comes out with mini version of this because you know she's going to. There's gonna be a mini version of this, so I'm gonna wait until that comes out and I'm gonna buy the mini version because I think I mean, like, just like everything else, you don't really go through it that quick. Lipsticks, maybe you'll go through a little bit more, especially if you love a color. But if you love a color from a mini, then you just know, okay, I love that color. Next time, I'll just buy the full version of that one color, and that's it. Instead of buying, like, you know, a one full version of one color, and that's all you can get because it's 20 bucks. For that, you get the minis, you get 4 colors, you get to try all of them on, and you pick your favorite, and then the next time you go around, you just go ahead and buy a full size of that one color. You know what I mean? So July 29th, this is going to be available. It's going to be available at Sephora. So this looks interesting. I like it. I think it's cool. I'm not going to pick up the full version of it. I'm waiting for the minis to come. This is really cool news because this is a brand I wanted to try. And for me, like most people, when you go to buy something that's online only, you have a hard time buying it, especially if you can't see it in person. Like, I don't know, there's something about buying makeup online that you've never seen in person, at least for me, that I kind of get like, I'm not sure. The only brand that really I can get away with doing that a lot is ColourPop because I have good experience with ColourPop. And also ColourPop sometimes comes in my BoxyCharm, so I have seen the products before, so ColourPop I don't have a problem buying with, like, their stuff. This one, Juvia's Place, is coming to Ulta. Tell me that is not cool. Juvia's Place has some really cool eyeshadow palettes that I've seen in the past that I'm like, I really want to try that, and I don't buy it because I'm like, oh, it's online, I'm not sure, I don't know. I'm so excited. This is amazing. They're going to be coming to Ulta on July 22nd. So yeah, guys, this is really cool. I guess maybe I'll get all my points from Ulta for the year because I'm seeing some really cool stuff coming to Ulta, and Ulta really is killing it when it comes to picking up brands. Like, they don't want to be known as this drugstore version of a big box store. They want to be like Sephora. They want to have everything. Like, Gone are the days that Ulta just carries the cheaper brands. Ulta is carrying everything now and it's pretty damn cool. This one I just thought was beautiful. Ofra is coming out with a new highlighter palette, and this highlighter palette is stunning. I'm so happy I haven't bought the other one because I was gonna buy the Star Island highlighter on its own, but this just looks even beautifuler. I don't, beautifuler, is beautifuler a word? More beautiful. $49, and guess what? It has the Star Island highlight in it, but it's a mini. I don't care. I'm never gonna use an entire highlight. Like, seriously, who uses that much highlight? Just nobody. So this is gonna have Beverly Hills full-size highlight, a Star Island mini, a Rodeo Drive mini, and a Blissful mini. Guys, this has like some of their known highlights in it. I'm so stoked for this. This is gonna be July 21st online at Ofra. I don't know if it's gonna be coming to Ulta, but this is a beautiful highlighter palette. I really think this is going to my virtual window shopping cart because I really think this might be the way that I'm going to try Ofra's highlights because, guys. Alright guys, so this is the foundation that I was telling you guys was having a little bit of the controversy. So this is Beauty Blender finally announced that they're going to be coming out with their new foundation. I will tell you the packaging on this looks so beautiful. There's something so pretty about this packaging. Like they really did a real nice job with the exterior packaging of this. And then they said there was going to be 32 shades. It's going to be a velveteen matte, so I'm assuming that that is like not 100% matte. And it's going to have a 24-hour wear. It's going to be $40 each. All of that sounds so good. Like honestly, they were going in such a great direction. And the 32 shades, you're already thinking, wow, you know, first foundation of a brand, and they're coming out with 32 shades. That's so good. It's going to be available July 24th on their website and on Sephora. Now here's the issue. When they released the photo, it was like one of those Tarte Shape Tape type of debacle type of things. Like I will tell you that it looks like they might have a little bit more colors than the Tarte Shape Tape came out with, but a lot of people are not thinking that this is inclusive enough. Like I think a lot of people are still thinking that there was not enough deeper and medium skin tones in this foundation launch. Looking at the photo, yeah, it kind of does look that way. I know Beauty Blender is saying that the photos doesn't do it justice. Like no, that this is an inaccurate photo. I don't know. I'm looking at the same photos you guys are looking at, and I personally don't think it looks like there's such an amazing shade range. I really think that this was a shame. I think that this could have been a hit. I think that this could have been a hit. Just the foundation packaging is beautiful. I think they messed up with the shade range. I think that they really messed up with the shade range. If you're going to go out there and you're going to say, I made 40 shades, I made 32 shades, and you make this a big deal, you better have a good shade range. So I'm really interested in seeing what Jeffree Star has to say about this. He is saying that he's going to be putting up a foundation review on this actually tomorrow. So by the time this video airs, his video will already be up. And I'm really honestly really excited to see what he has to say. This will be to be continued. We'll see what happens. Let me know below what do you guys think. And I don't know. I'm going to throw it in my virtual window shopping cart for right now. But that can change. Because guys, I haven't seen it. Like I only seen photos. I don't know everything. Let's see when the people start getting in their PR packages and they actually physically have it in front of them if they still feel the same. That's gonna be nice. Guys, and this is the last thing I was gonna tell you about. You know how I told you about the Natasha Denona mini that's gonna be purple, and there's gonna be something else in here that looks like it's going to be purple? Well, this is what it is. So Kathleen Lights is working on another thing with ColourPop, and it looks to me like there's a lipstick shade in it, nude, but it does look like there's a very big emphasis in this photo on her eyeshadow, and it's a beautiful purpley color. I believe that the collaboration is probably going to be some type of eyeshadow palette and some type of lip gloss, lipstick, or something like that. And I think this looks really pretty. I mean, I'm hoping that there is like some type of eyeshadow included in this, because whatever she's wearing in her eyes in this photo looks really pretty. So yeah, I'm interested in this one. This one is just an update because I don't really know anything as of right now. I'm sure by the time this video airs, they have said anything else about it. Are you interested? And that is all the products that I have for you guys today in this virtual window shopping. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This one's a little bit of a longer virtual window shopping, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off right here so that you guys don't feel like you're watching for super long. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me your thumbs up, leave me your comments below, and let me know what you guys think about everything that I talked about today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yes, I did.